You're in my world now. Welcome. So the initial recording kind of was corrupted and can't use it, so I've got to start over, which is fine. I'm going to back up each time before I record just in case that same thing happens again, but vote A1. And when I say vote A1, I mean vote A tied, so vote A1. So this is where we build our first city. Oh, here we go. Pause it, pause it, pause it. Good, good. And we're going to start with the city of Fairfield. Subsequent city foundings will exclude the fireworks display. I'll just start in the city. I need to get the basic road network down, the basic, coming in from out of the region, basically like we're kind of in the modern era and we're expanding to a new area to colonize, sort of. And so we have our first highway system going through. Took it around the trees here as best I could through thinner trees. And then came out this way and I curved down to avoid those. And then just ended up doing this little number instead of constantly zigzagging through that. I decided to go for a more direct approach. And this will play into having some development in this area. Most of the development will be up this way, except I also plan to put the industrial down here. So I'm going to go ahead and zone those out right quick, and I'll put a small landfill up in this corner, perhaps. I'm not 100% sure yet on the landfill, because I want that to go in its own city where everyone just imports into it. So I probably need to pick a city that I could just funnel all the garbage through into it and it'll just fill up insanely fast. To the point where I might go with just making the whole city nothing but the landfill and never ever opening it. That would kind of cheat the system, but hey, it is what it is. And we are back, and we have ourselves the industrial zone. One main road with a few side roads. And if we follow the highway, we come across the city. A little bit of commercial right in the center, and two branches of residential. One there, and a bigger one up this way. Trying to avoid going into too many of the trees if possible. I've left myself plenty of expansion room, although, you know what? We're not going to put these lots at the end of the cul-de-sacs. There we go. We'll just have them just be a turnaround where you can view whatever's on the other side, be it the highway or whatever. Also allows for future expansion, sort of. So now that we've gotten this in, I do believe we have actually one more thing that we absolutely have to get in. And that is the water. So we're going to put ourselves a water tower. And we're going to put it right here. Like right in that curve. It just kind of makes sense. So you know, well, obviously there's the curve itself, but so you know, okay, there's the split between the two sections. Also need to power things up, so we're going to, how far do power lines extend? We're going to try something like this. Actually, I could probably just power it from about right here. A direct diagonal this way, and then connect it over to the city. As much as they probably hate power lines, it's probably about the best that I can do for that, and I need to give them a water supply as well. For this, we are going to follow the main roads there we go, and a little bit out this way, and we'll just cut this way, and for the sake of I don't feel like following that curve, and I know that at this point the curve becomes a bit impossible to follow with smooth curves, we are going to diagonal that, and let's just get this pipe looking right. There we go. And this one, dang it, did it. It just auto-connected. I was hoping it wouldn't, but I figured it might have, and yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I kind of zigged there to dodge a tree. Yeah, whatever, that'll be good enough for that. Let's just connect all of this. Yeah, that's what I figured. Basically, I'm going to need to connect some of these up almost completely. But I'm definitely following the road, so I'll know where the, basically where the water supply is. Easiest that way. You know what? I hate that the time just keeps progressing, and stopwatch does not seem to work. But, okay, so I'll probably need to get an actual pump built at some point. But for the time being, we'll just stick with the water tower. But we do need to go ahead and get the rest of town covered. So if I draw the line this way, that'll cover that. I'm almost certain that I just need to cover where the building is, and everything gets watered that touches it in that. Basically, if right here this had water but this did not, this would still get it, as far as I understand. But now that we've gotten everything set up, except, well, all of the very basics, I do also want to add. See, I'm not that thrilled with using that at the moment, so we'll add a small police station to town. And we'll put it, yeah, we'll put it right here, which means I actually need to make an adjustment. There we go. Turn that into actual road instead of highway. It automatically goes with flat terrain. Lovely. And we'll definitely need a couple of these small fire departments. So the first one we're going to put, well, it just makes the most sense to put it here, directly across from it. So we'll put it right there. And we'll zone a couple more commercial spots. And then we will plant another one to cover the industrial zone. I need the whole section covered. There, that will work right off the main road. And with that, we're ready to run the simulation. Okay, we're back. And let the simulation run for a bit, let everything kind of build up a little bit. So this is our city so far. In addition to down here, the industrial section. Still growing, in fact. Plenty of expansion room as well. Like, that's a lot of expansion. But yeah, this is about as far as I'm going to take it this episode. Like I said, I had some problems with the initial recording last night. So this recording is going to have to be a little bit less than I had originally planned. We've got a pretty much the only traffic light in town at the moment. I do have plans to expand next time. Kind of outline it here a little bit if I can. See, I've already kind of gone as far that way as I'll let that road go. I can continue this road down, but I don't think I will. I want to focus this town's expansion this way. So next time, we're going to take a new road and take it just to the north. And it is the north, right? Yeah, that's the north. We're going to take it just to the north, kind of weave around here. Start off with some commercial because that's already pretty much filled up. And, oh wait, actually, we probably don't even need commercial. Still, I'll zone it. And then when we get up that way, I'll start zoning some residential. And what I'm also going to do is kind of try and get specific community sections just for high wealth residential. But I'm also going to go through, I'm going to name these roads, and I might even put addresses and just make historical all these locations for now. Because it's a lot of small houses. I wouldn't mind if they were bigger, but I don't think I can get that much bigger given some of these plots. So I'm likely to just be content and say, okay, you're historically going to be like this. You're historically going to be like this. That's 2 houses in 1 plot there. I don't like how some of them are doing this number to the terrain. Oh well. I guess that's what you get for building on not perfectly flat terrain. Anyway. Thank you for watching. Check the description below, as always. C'est là.